I didn't know if Sydney Sweeney had the chops, because I didn't watch Euphoria. I didn't watch
Okay.
I don't watch and the only thing I've ever seen her in really, Steph, was Madam Web. Um,
Oh.
I don't think she's terrible in it. I just think I think she was miscast in it. I think that it's just not a good movie. Um,
All about your first introduction, man.
100%. So and then, all I see is right now, to me, she's a star, but is she an actor? That question is out of my mind. I don't have that anymore. Because I have my answer, and my answer is yes, this woman is an actress. The trailer and the new trailer, Sydney Sweeney and Christy, just released. Steph, are you familiar with the Christy Martin story?
No, I'm not, but I've seen her on press and she seems like a total badass.
She was. She's arguably one of the best, if not the best, female boxer of all time. Some say Layla Ali, who defeated her, but she kind of paved the way for a female boxer. She was a powerhouse, to say the least, and had a very tragic story. Surviving is something that most people just cannot survive, and she did it. Well, Christy is coming out on November 7th. Sydney Sweeney is playing the lead role. Black Bear Pictures has premiered the trailer for Christy, which recently launched at TIFF and opens in cinemas on November 7th. Based on the remarkable true events, the biopic follows Christy Martin, who never imagined life beyond her small town roots in West Virginia until she discovered a knack for punching people. Fueled by grit, raw determination, and an unshakable desire to win, she charges into the world of boxing under the guidance of her trainer and manager turned husband, Jim, played by Ben Foster. But while Christy flaunts a fiery persona in the ring in the 90s, her toughest battles unfold outside of it, confronting family, identity, and a relationship that just might become life or death. Ben Foster, Merritt Weaver, Katie O'Brien, Ethan Embry, Chad L. Coleman, Tony Caballero co-star. David McShaw directs and co-writes the film with Maraf Fuchs, Shad Sweeney, Kerry Kolansky, Roberts, Teddy Schwartzman, Brett Stifel, and Justin Lothrop produce. So did you see this trailer yet, Steph?
No.
Okay. It wasn't on the show notes, so that's fine. It came out like right after we did the show notes. I was interested in this for a lot of different reasons. One, I was very familiar with Christy I keep saying Christy Martin. And Christy Martin, I remember, it was the Frank Bruno Mike Tyson 2 undercard, and she just had dynamite in her hands. And it was like, and women's boxing was like not like a thing really yet. People were like, women fighting. Now it's very well accepted in both boxing, MMA. It was not in the 90s. And she came out and she just became a star. So when they say Sydney Sweeney is playing her, like, Christy Martin had a very specific body, very specific look. I'm like, she don't look like Christy Martin. Like, how the hell is she going to pull off Christy Martin? Within seconds of seeing this trailer, I said, "Shut up, stupid! That's Christy Martin." And man, it was such a great preview of what we're going to see in this, and you can see the strength in the performance already. This is a trailer, and I've already changed. I shouldn't say changed my opinion, but my opinion is going towards I understand what you guys are talking about now with Sydney Sweeney. She, to me, is more than a movie star, more than a star, more than a person who's doing ads and and having people talk about her in tabloids or whatever. This is someone who really wants to be taken serious as an actress in the same way that Charlize Theron did with Monster. This is because these are both two women that are known for their beauty, are known for being very attractive, but that's not just what I am. I'm in this profession for this reason, and you see that in this trailer. Now, maybe the movie comes out and she decided to pull it off, but you can tell in essence, and this seems to have the essence. So you are familiar with her work. Shopping for cars, it should be exciting, guys. It should be exciting. Not exhausting, and that's what it feels like a lot of the times. But between misleading prices, hidden fees, it really does feel like a maze. Good news for everybody. CarGurus, that's where they come in. They rank the best deals, they verify the dealers, and they make sure you never pay more than you should. Your big deal, it just became a great deal. That is why they are so incredible. And I think that everybody should know about them. And I'm telling you about them now so you do. CarGurus is going to connect you with trusted dealerships when you're ready, ensuring a transparent, hassle-free buying process. CarGurus gives you the control to shop how you want to shop with the tools, the information, and data-driven deal ratings that you need. It's no wonder that SimilarWeb estimated traffic data shows that CarGurus is the #1 most visited car shopping site. You got to buy or sell your next car today. CarGurus at CarGurus.com. You got to go to CarGurus.com and make sure your big deal that it's the best deal. CarGurus, CarGurus.com. CarGurus.com. Don't miss out on CarGurus.
Yeah, I've seen her in Madam Web, Euphoria, Anyone But You, the rom-com with Glenn. I forget his name. The guy everyone loves. And he's a great actor. But yeah, she's a great actress. Everything I've seen her in, she's definitely has range. I knew that she was gonna really turn it up in this one because they released a photo of her on set and she had gained like 20 pounds for it. And I was like, oh, that's any time an actor does that, I'm like, okay, they're taking this really serious, and I respect that. I do respect that. Especially when you're playing an athlete, I think you have to train, like how Corn Sweat gains like 40 pounds or something for Superman.
Right.
I do feel like when you're playing someone who's built, you should do that. So that was cool to see her take that seriously. And then I see Christy talk really highly about her and
Yeah.
say that when she was on set with her, she has nothing but respect for her and what she put out there. So I think that like all of that is pretty cool. Yeah, I hear people like Immaculate. She did like a few horror films, so seems like she has range. It would be nice if she was kind of more so out of the tabloids. Like I feel like I know too much about her personal life, and I do feel like actors rely on some sort of mystique to keep them
Yeah.
going and like moving into characters so you have that disbelief. I feel like right now I'm a little overloaded with her personal life, but hopefully that will be able to
Yeah,
settle
that
in.
comes and goes. That comes and goes because
Yeah.
that's what people are talking about today. They're talking about American
Yeah.
Eagle. They're talking about that other stuff. That's what they're talking about today. But like, if she wins, can starts all over the circuit, and she's winning the Golden Globe, and she's being nominated, and the conversation will quickly change because that's what social media does. Is that today we're talking about American Eagle, tomorrow we're talking about Christy and the other things, and then in 6 months from now we'll be talking about something else in her personal life, and then her next. It depends on how this is why certain celebrities go down one particular road where they're just looked on as celebrity, and then there's the other ones that like, well, they're celebrity, they're actresses or actors or who tend to be celebrities also. And this is to turning point potentially in
Yes.
her career because we
Right.
know that she opened that movie with the romantic comedy. She's done other acting. She just did another movie recently that was a drama and everything too, but it's not getting the kind of buzz that this movie is getting. Sports biopics, music biopics, those types of things, if done correctly, get you on the map. And make no mistake about it, it's probably one of the reasons she probably took a pay cut, probably the reason why she produced it.
Absolutely.
And she knew that this was probably an opportunity, and she's got a good team that said, no, you should go forward with this. Now, I do think we're probably going to wind up seeing Sydney Sweeney versus Julia Roberts in a lot of these awards so far, because already buzz has been for both Julia and Sydney Sweeney. So I think Emma Stone also in the new Yargos movie. So we're starting to get a formation of what certain categories are looking like. I haven't gotten a screening for Christy yet, but I do have a screening for After the Hunt on Monday. So I'm curious to see if I feel the same way. If we'll see if Julia is going to be in the running in mine. I feel like from what I had read and from what I've seen so far and what I'm hearing, it's potential, but we'll see.
Yeah, and that movie's doing there's a few movies that are doing really well with its press for various reasons. I feel like
Right.
Frankenstein is another one where it's like they're building this. I'm excited. Like, you get the summer movies that are obviously what I look forward to, and then sometimes I'm like, is this wave of winter movies in fall going to be a little pretentious? But I think there's like a few ones that look really cool and interesting and original. So I'm looking forward to it. And to your point about like separating herself, yeah, I think it's like it's cool to build in this day and age, it feels like you have to have some level of people talking about you,
Mhm.
social media presence to get your foot in the door. But then
Right.
I feel like the longevity kind of lies in like what Timothy Chalamet, what Zendaya is doing, what Margaret Qualley's
Yeah.
doing, where it's like, I don't know, like they're just like so in their work
Yeah.
that I love that. And so when I go to see them, I'm like so excited to see what they're gonna do.
Well, it's the same with Springsteen, right? When you've
Yes,
got,
yes.
oh my god, help me the bear.
The
Oh my
bear.
god. Oh my god, how am I missing
What are we
guys,
doing?
I have a brain fart right now. I tell you, I say his name all the damn time. Oh my god, I have s the please,
You
your
guys say it. 3,
audience
2.
can destroy me, and rightfully so. Why can't I get this guy's name in my head? He's one of my favorite actors. Oh my god, Jeremy
Jeremy
Allen
Allen
White.
White.
What an idiot.
So me too. I watch every season of The Bear.
And
Like, so
I pull his
stupid.
name easily. Every other conversation with Star Wars, everything too, and it's just one of those, there's only is oof, brutal. So I think Jeremy Allen White has a shot, by the way, as the buzz is coming. The other
Yes.
buzz is coming is very strong, which I'm gonna hopefully be seeing soon, is the Smashing Machine with The Rock. That's getting a lot of buzz
Yeah.
also. So much, a huge brain fart, huge brain fart.
And
Very
Emily
excited for you.
Blunt, like,
Yeah,
I'll be
Emma
curious.
Blunt, supporting actress. Yeah,
Mhm.
there's some we're in that season now. We're clearly
Yep.
in that season. I actually look forward to this season more than I do the summer movie season, to be completely honest with you. I feel like you get the more like the reason why I watch movies. Like I really get the stories, the characters. I wind up really coming out of it going, "Oh, okay, there's some meat on that sandwich." And and I don't know, I think the embargo for the full review is still, I'm pretty sure it is, but what I can say about my initial thoughts, the PTA movie is, if you PTA fan, I think you're gonna love it. I think it was one of his best ones in quite a while. And
Okay.
Leo's got a shot to be nominated for Best Actor. Benicio del Toro, albeit not in it very long, definitely has a shot for Best Supporting. Definitely.
Never turned in a bad performance, that guy. Never.
So good in this movie.
I
And
love that guy.
Sean Penn's got a shot too.
How's Teyana Taylor?
Tiana
Does she
Taylor
have a
plays
big role?
Tiana Taylor plays the daughter.
No, no, she's the I think she's like the ex of or the
What
I
was
don't or she's like the really pretty
Yeah,
black
I know.
woman,
Yeah, I know.
she's a
Yeah,
singer.
what was she in before?
She's newer in acting. She's done a lot
Yeah,
of directing and music videos, but she's mainly
I
a
see it. I'm
musician.
I think she was good. She yeah, you know
It's
what
her
it
a
is?
newer role. It's like a huge role for her, I feel like. So I
Yeah,
was just curious what it was, how she was on
I just
screen.
disliked her character so much, and I
Okay.
think you're supposed to. Um, so that's all I wanna go with that. But she's good, she's good in the role. She's good in the role, but the standout to me, the movie was the woman who played her daughter. Um,
Oh, that's,
sh
Thandie Newton's daughter, right?
oh, is that isn't it? Let's see, let me see,
Or maybe I'm mixing her
let
up.
me see, I'll tell you after another, I'll tell you her name.
I might have just totally made that up.
Chase Infinity, maybe you're right. Could be. Is Chase Infinity Thandie Newton's, I don't know. Um,
I don't
let's
wanna
see,
look anything up and ruin my
let me see. Hold on. No, I don't believe so,
internet.
but I don't believe so, but Chase Infinity was fantastic. She was fantastic. I thought she was a huge standout, but that's all I can
Cool.
say. That's all I can say. Um, no, Danny Newton's daughter played. She was in something recently, but she also was in. She was the daughter. She was Joel's daughter in Last of Us. And
Yes,
she was in
yes.
something recently. What the hell was she in
She's
recently?
great. I'm excited to see her. I really like her. Oh, she was in, How to Train Your Dragon, right?
That's it.
She's
That's it.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. That's it. That's what she was in. Um,
Okay.
yes. Okay. So let me ask you guys out there about the Oscar stuff. Let me ask you about Sydney Sweeney. What say you guys? What do you think? Did you like the trailer for Christy? Do you think it's going to be one of those that you want to check out? Do you think this is going to be kind of a career changing role for her in the mainstream? What say you? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know.